Doing well. What about you?
Thank you.
So first of all, great job on your directing episode. Godspeed is one of my favorite episodes of the series now. But
Thank you.
will you be directing again this season?
I will. I'm directing episode 6 of season 6.
And what can you tease about it?
I think they're still sort of blue sky breaking it. Like, I don't know that there's a ton of specifics right now, but I'm excited to see what the writers come up with. I was very lucky. I got a fantastic script last season, which really makes a big difference in terms of the episodes, so I'm excited to hopefully get another good script.
Are we going to be seeing more of your family this season like last season?
Well, I think my dad's really dead, so I'm not sure we'll be seeing more of Icicle. But I think they definitely have left the door open for Mom to come back.
And what about also, like, can you tease anything about the arc of this season for your character?
I think this season we're going to get to see Killer Frost in charge a little bit more. She's going to get to sort of take the wheel and make some decisions. Caitlin's going to take a break for a little while.
Great, thank you.
On a show where so many people have an alter ego and a mask they put on, you were lucky enough to have an alter ego that is a full separate character. What was most surprising about the growth of Killer Frost and the interplay with her and Caitlin?
I really loved that they took the time to explore that a little bit last season, and we got to see, how they feel about each other and why they want to protect each other and take care of each other. So that was one of my favorite parts of last season, and I think this season we're going to get to see a little bit more of Killer Frost's interaction with the rest of Team Flash, which is very different than Caitlin's.
On top of your new, Killer Frost, your new costume, so amazing.
I love it.
Was this one of many versions you guys were looking at? Did you have any input on how you wanted it to be done?
So we actually started working on that costume about a year ago. The intention was for it to be in season 5, but there was it never worked out for it to appear in season 5, which obviously I was very disappointed about at the time. But I'm excited that it's finally out there now, and I love this suit. There were a lot of things that I really wanted. There's some homages to the comic books, which I love. I mean, in the Godspeed episode as well, I tried to do as many homages both to the pilot and pay respect to the comic books and the legacy that's there. So I think you see a little bit of that in the suit as well.
What differences will we see between like Caitlin and Cisco this season? Because at the end of last season he was really determined to kind of just live a normal life.
Yeah, and I think that Caitlin is really supporting him along that journey, which is great to see. And I don't know that it's going to dramatically affect their relationship. I feel like theirs is one of the strongest. They've always had that brother-sister relationship since the beginning of the show. And it's nice to know that they always have each other in common, even when they disagree.
Yeah, and it's interesting too, just because, your storyline is literally the exact opposite of his, where he's like, I just want to be normal, and you're finally embracing Killer Frost for, who she is, and really, leaning into that. And he's like, I don't even know that I want to work at this lab anymore, which, no one does any work there anyway, but still.
Well, there's a lot of typing.
There's a lot of right.
Is there anything that you haven't tackled with Killer Frost that you want to see them work through or have her?
I'm excited to see her relationship with all the various characters, both on Team Flash, but if potentially she gets to cross over and meet some other characters, I feel like she'd have a lot to say to them.
Do you know yet if you're going to be
I think they're still writing the crossovers.
Okay.
That would be great.
It would be.
Yeah, she's funny at times.
Yeah.
She's pretty irreverent.
I mean, I feel like Killer Frost really needs to be involved in the crisis.
She's pretty powerful.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, that'd be great.
In getting to direct the Godspeed episode, I can't imagine the complexity of directing just a normal show with no CG and no powers or anything. Was there anything that was particularly surprising or really satisfying in the choices you got to make as director?
I felt very supported. Obviously you see us and we're the face of the show, but there's so many other incredible artists who work behind the scenes, and to really get to collaborate with them in a different capacity was great. Like our stunt coordinator, I'd say, here's my idea, how do you make it better? How can you make it better? And then he'd come back to me with something that was even cooler than what I'd thought of. And same thing with the visual effects, okay, here's what I was thinking, how can you elevate it? So getting to collaborate with all the different artists in that capacity was great.
On the topic of the crossover, I mean, you guys get after 6 years get to finally do it. We started with this little scene in the pilot. How rewarding is it to finally get to bring that iconic? I mean, it's one of the most iconic stories of all time. So how does that feel?
I mean, it's great. It's a little intimidating. I feel a certain responsibility, again, to do it well for the fans.
Have you read the comic yet?
I haven't, no. Sometimes I like to stick with our scripts first rather than going to the comics first because you want to be truthful to what our scripts are, and they can diverge from the comic books sometimes.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.